Hi, I'm Jed Herne, author of A Clockwork Prison, which you can read for free online, just Google it, and this is Daily Writing Advice. So in his fantastic book, Dialogue, Robert McKee, who is a master teacher of the art of story, mentions that there's several types of sentences, and in this episode I want to focus on one, the periodic sentence. So the periodic sentence is where the most important word comes last. So this is, to give an example, it would be, well, I didn't know that you were dead. And I don't know why I had like a questioning tone at the end of that, but the point, let's do that sentence again. I didn't know that you were dead. And we can imagine that the character is talking to a zombie friend that has just come back from the grave or whatever, and has forgotten to invite his zombie friend to the party because I thought you were dead. So why is this an effective type of sentence? Well, if you think about it, if you put the important word too early in the sentence, readers get that kind of key pivotal moment, and then they have to keep following with you as you use the rest of the words to finish that sentence. So that creates this kind of slowness and this tension, because a great example of this would be if I was just talking about some like lawnmower thing. I don't know why I went to lawnmowers, and I'm just talking about some lawnmower thing. Hey, would you like to win $1 million? And then I go back to talking about my lawnmower thing. You've forgotten what I'm talking about after I've mentioned that kind of moment of gold in there, that would you like to learn how to earn $1 million? Because let's face it, that's way more interesting than the lawnmower thing I was talking about. So it's the same thing with periodic sentences. What they allow you to do is put the most important thing last, to end with the key thought. And what that lets readers do is to have a bit more time to process that last word. Because when they pause at the end of a sentence, where there's that full stop, that's giving them way more time to contemplate what's happening than if you have a keyword in the middle of a sentence and then they have to just keep going. They can't really pause to reflect on the majesty of your authorial brain. Authorial brain. Yeah, I'm trying to say author, but in a weird way. This can even be compounded if you have that keyword at the end of a paragraph, because now you don't only have that full stop to contemplate that keyword, but you also have the paragraph break. And this is compounded even more when you have it at the end of a scene, and then you have a scene break. And it's compounded even more when you have it at the end of a chapter, and then you have a chapter break. And it's compounded even more when you have it at the end of a part, and then you have a part break. And then it's compounded even more when it's at the end of a book, and then you have a whole year to wait for the next one to come out. So what you can see here is that periodic sentences are very useful in some situations, particularly when you want to create suspense, and when you want to have a lot of punch to your sentences. You might want to use a periodic sentence. Now, if you overuse this, like with any other interesting language technique, it will become hackneyed. It will tire readers. Because like with everything, it's all about variety to stimulate them. If you just give them periodic sentence after periodic sentence after periodic sentence, readers are going to tune out and you're going to lessen your impact. So think carefully about when you want to use periodic sentences, and when you use them, make sure that you make them count. Thank you so much for listening. New episodes come out every single weekday, so if you enjoyed this, please be sure to subscribe. See you next time.